All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RPG Digest. Today, we are going to take a look at the Rifter number 32. We're going to do an overview. We're going to look at all of the articles in here using the table of contents, and I'm going to tell you what's what, and I'm going to tell you which two I'm going to do a deeper dive on. But it's pretty easy because there's only two that I can do a deeper dive on without either spoiling everything or reading you a book. And I'll let you know what those are right now.
I don't read them books. That's my segment. Books
are
my segment.
Reading books. That's it. Now, before we continue, I want to take a look at this cover. All right. Now, this is obviously a Beyond the Supernatural scenario. So if you are a Beyond the Supernatural investigator and you jump on top of a giant tentacled supernatural horror such as this with two pistoles, you either one are very sure your pistols are going to do the job, or two, you decide to wake up and YOLO today. And I'm telling you, in Beyond the Supernatural, YOLOing, today's your last day to live. All right, that's all it is. You're living for today because today's your last one. So this cover is not an instruction manual for anyone to follow. All right, let's look at the table of contents. Make that a little bigger for everybody. There we go. All right, first off, from the desk of Kevin Siembieda. He talks about Rift's Ultimate Edition, how it's doing, and the Rift's Ultimate Gold Edition, which was a limited edition run, which obviously you can't get now unless you find it on eBay.
Is it made out of gold?
Talks about Palladium's other games that are actually coming soon, and spoiler alert, almost none of them have actually come out. Because he's still talking about Beyond the Supernatural, the creature one, and the magic. Which
we can inform you that he still intends to put that out.
Yeah, he's saying this year. Of course, he said this year 20 years ago, but whatever. All right. Then we have Palladium News talking about Rift's Promise of Power, and talks about Kevin went on a European tour to promote it with the Engage people. I don't know how well it's sold in Europe. Didn't sell that well here. The Engage was, to be fair, from everyone who's used it, said it was a good handheld deal, but it was marketed poorly.
Yeah, the game sold well.
Yeah,
for the people who had the Engage,
or the people who bought it, yeah, but
sell well.
Yeah, but the actual system didn't sell well. So yeah, there's that. And then we have the holiday gifting, talking about the Christmas surprise pack, stuff like that. And talking about let's see here, Rift's Ultimate Gold, like I said, signed and numbered limited edition. You could ask for that in your Christmas surprise, but that would be the only thing you'd get for as long as supplies lasted, which they are no longer here. So if you want to find that,
you should put that on your next Christmas list. See if he still.
Yeah, I'll put it on there. See what happens. What 10 books do you want? I want the Rift's Ultimate Gold Edition.
He might have one in the closet somewhere.
You
might.
Never know. What? I'm gonna give it a shot. See what happens. Yeah. And then we have the coming attractions. Guess what? Tome Grotesque and Beyond the Arcanum. It's been 21 years now. Still waiting. But we do have Beyond the Supernatural, Powers Unlimited 3, and Adventures in Dinosaur Swamp. We do have those.
Ooh, Powers Unlimited 3 was one I liked.
Yeah.
There's two I hated. I hate the Gestalt and all that.
Oh, God. Don't give me... No, we're not.
Sorry.
We're doing Rift. All right. All right. And then we have the Christmas surprise package. It gives you, hey, this is how you do it. This is how much it costs. This is how you order it, blah, 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 stuff like that. Remember, this is 2001. The internet wasn't super a thing yet. So you could actually mail in your request for things. And that was a viable option.
Back when people may still use some handwriting.
Yeah, there you go. Because now, oh my God. No, you know what? No, we're talking about the Rifter. Shut up. Quit derailing me. All right. And then to page 14, we have The Squatter. It's a Beyond the Supernatural adventure. Obviously, I don't go over adventures as segments because that would ruin it for your players. If you become a player one day, then it's going to be ruined for you. So I don't want to do that. Now, bear in mind, I sell out at the drop of a hat. So if you want to send in money and say, hey, have Heathen Dog go over this adventure from this Rifter, I want to know, and I don't care about other people's feelings. Well, the more money you have, the less we care about other people's feelings.
Look, I'm the gatekeeper of this, so a $5 super chat or super thank isn't going to cover it. Just saying.
No.
He's not that cheap. I won't let him be that cheap.
No, he won't allow it. He won't allow that kind of cheap. But I will push for it. I'll push hard. Money talks. That's how it works. And then we have the waste. And this one I'm actually going to go over. Now, this is a splicer's source material guide here. And if you don't know, Max and I don't like splicers. The premise is awful to us. It's ridiculous. But this one, not only is it the only other choice I have, but it actually has something that is interesting and changes the game. This is new OCCs about how do you get information from one place to another when you can't use radio, you can't use technology, and you do have biotech that does do transmissions, but only over a couple of miles. How do you get information that's vital from one place to another overland more than a couple miles? Well, guess what? We got some OCCs for you. It's the splicers version of the Pony Express, except they're armed to the teeth and they mean business. So we're gonna talk about that in segment 2. And then we have the part 2 for the quest for Castle Rake. Now, this is not an adventure. This takes most of this book, just like it took most of last book. It starts at chapter 13, page 34, and ends in the epilogue at page 69. That's 35 pages of this book is taken up on this one quote unquote adventure. No, you put both of these part 1 and part 2 together, it's a campaign. By any stretch of the imagination, it is a campaign. And it is crazy. You're going in and out of everywhere. Now, this is a Palladium fantasy, but you are doing a lot of travel. You're traveling, between a 10 and 20% of the normal landmass in the base Palladium fantasy game. It is no joke. And it is very interesting, and it is very well thought out, is very well written, and your player characters get to use a major relic artifact, Castle Rake, but you either have to give it up or break it apart, so the PCs don't get to keep this overpowered piece of kit. But at least they get to use it. That's something. Now, if your PCs are going to be pissed off about that, then they may not want to do it or want to alter it, whatever. And then we have page 70, Mega Steel Chef, Cooking for Riffs. Now, this is the only other article here that I could do. And at first glance, you're like, cooking? Really? A whole thing? There's OCCs for cook now? Yes. Yes, there is. There's OCCs for cook.
To be fair, Rifter OCC.
Rifter OCCs for cook. So it's not canon, but it's usable. But if you think about it, the big problem with overland travel in Rifts is that people don't do it. They hand wave it. And that's not how it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be a giant black box from one city to another that you have to walk through. Anything and everything can happen. And one of those things is you run out of food. Because a 50-mile trip in today's day and age is a 20 to 30-minute ordeal at best, or at worst, at worst. In Rifts, it could take weeks for you to travel 50 miles. What are you going to eat during that time? And what if you only have exotic animals? And by exotic, I mean supernatural and MDC animals to eat. Normally, you can't do that. You can't eat them unless you're also an MDC or supernatural creature. You just can't do it. But these special cooks can make MDC meat and supernatural meat and normally poisonous meat edible and tasty. Now, do you want these as your main OCC for a main PC character, maybe not. But that's what hiring, NPCs is for. So you may
Do they
want it in your
explain
game
how
just for that.
how you can't shoot it with or hurt it with anything normal, but your teeth can gnaw through it?
Well, no, if you prepare it properly, you can eat almost anything. That is the mantra of a lot of these OCC chef classes.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then we have Beyond the Supernatural ads. It's just a whole bunch of pictures, ads about Beyond the Supernatural stuff. National Games Week advertisement. That again, just an advertisement. That's it. And then we have Phase World Hammer of the Forge, which is the ongoing. It's been 32. It's been in every Rifter so far. And from what I understand, it goes to 60 something. I haven't really checked, but I heard it goes to 60 something. And then it says the theme. The theme is weirdness and Halloween. Again, that's probably why this happened. You have to be both Halloween and stupid to do something like this, but there we are. But that is what is in this book. If any of that is interesting to you, then hey, go ahead and pick up the Rifter. It's gonna be $5-7, something like that, and you can get your own PDF for it. I am going to go over the Master Chef and the splicers material, and if you really like that and you want to use it in your campaign, then you definitely need to get the book, and you can do it yourself. But until then, we're gonna sign off on this one.
That dude on the cover looks like a crazed Agent Smith.
Yes, he is obviously not thinking clearly. He's overcome with emotion.
There wasn't anything in chat that I felt was necessary to
I understand
put on there. So, but I mean, this one was kind of interesting because of your comment about the cover. Like, she wasn't grabbed and thrown into the air by that thing. Like, maybe he didn't jump on it. Maybe he was just snatched.
No, he's not. This is not on him. This is going backward. It's actually further away from him than you think because of perspective. So no, he leapt on this. He did this on purpose. He thought this was a plan.
Well, you know how some people or some animals will take something and just kind of release it. Maybe he's in release mode. I don't know. I think he's crazy enough to do what you were saying. But theoretically, he could have been grabbed by one of the tentacles and he's kind of tossed around and he's got his guns out.
Okay. Theoretically, yes, except for this smoke trail. See that smoke trail? His motion is this way, not down, toward and down is his motion. That means he did this on purpose. He jumped down on this thing like an idiot. Dummy. Anyway, that's it. So I want to thank everyone for watching this overview. Again, if you are interested in this book, go ahead and pick it up. If you're interested in the next 2 segments that are coming up, go ahead and wait for those videos to come out. You can hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified when that happens. Until then, I want to thank you very much, and you have a great day.